Hi friends, my name is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here today. I'm going to be talking about the nonfiction book, The Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann. This book it's a sad one, and it's interesting because I never heard about this until I was an adult, and the events took place in my home state. So for years, people didn't really want to talk about it. Now people are starting to open up more, but it talks about the systematic killing off of Osage people in Osage County, Oklahoma, who were very wealthy at that time because their land had oil on it. And there was a plot, a very specific plot, that the book talks about where a family is being murdered off. But the idea was for some individuals to be able to control this money. And it is a very sad story. The local law enforcement may have cared, but they didn't really get the job done. It took a great man from the newly formed FBI to come and work with the Osage people to solve a lot of this crime. There are so many things probably we don't know. There probably were so many more deaths that we aren't aware of today that were part of the Osage killings. The book also delves into some things that are just a sad part of Oklahoma's history. For instance, some people were taken, and Native children were taken away from their parents, and they were put in boarding schools so that they could be taught, white culture, basically, to speak English the way that the people that put them in the schools wanted them to speak English, which could cause trauma. It also dealt with the fact that a lot of the Osage people had to have white people in charge of how they spent their money and where they spent, because the common belief of the day was that white brains must have been superior to that kind of stuff. It's just, that's even hard to even say out loud that was a thing. But it delves into a lot of these things. What I will say is very good about the way the author writes is he weaves together words in a way where you are not feeling you're reading something dry and you're just getting a bunch of rote facts. You're really getting the story, and you feel what the people may have felt, and it reads like a mystery. So sadly, this is true, but I would have enjoyed reading this story as a mystery. I can't say that I super enjoyed it because these are terrible things that happened in my home state, and they're things that many people tried to cover up in Oklahoma for many years. But I do think this book is worth a read. I would recommend it. It is definitely, especially if you are an Oklahoman like myself, it's really important to understand more of our history. But I think that the story will intrigue you and educate you no matter what part of the world you live in. Well, thank you for coming today for this little bit more serious book review, and I hope that you read a lot. If you think you might like to stick around my channel, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, and you can find me on social media. Kelly Reads a Lot on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great day. Bye-bye.